Yeah, this is Let's Get To It. And I'm your host, King Sam, the Powerful. Yeah. Uh-huh. We back. We back in business, Baltimore. And this is Let's Get To It. And the tour with a you, cause I always got you in mind. And y'all, my go-getters. Y'all are my go-getters. Let's go, let's go. Yeah. The holiday seasons are here. The holiday season is here, y'all. It's upon us. Dig deep. Dig deep. Yeah. It's time to spend that hard-earned money. Yeah. Give it up for capitalistic America digging deep in your pocket. Yeah. Uh-huh. Now. What's going on with y'all today? Of course, it's King Sam. That's me, King Sam the Powerful. And this is Let's Get To It. You know, y'all my go-getters, man. So let's go, let's go. It's the holiday season, y'all. Thanksgiving coming up this week. And then after Thanksgiving, Christmas. Then it's the New Year. It's all right here. This the holiday season. It's the time of year everybody love this time of year, man. You know, it takes you to a time when things were, you know, a little more easier, simpler. Life was a simpler place, you know, when mama and daddy, if you had both parents in the household or just one or the other, mama and or daddy or mama and daddy, they performed miracles, it seemed like, man. They made you believe in Santa until they told you it won't no Santa. Yada I mean, Valentine's saying. But yeah. My topic for the day is holiday spending. Holiday spending, y'all. You know, we come up on it every time. Every time this time of year, we come up on holiday spending. We come up on, you know, digging deep in our pockets. And I don't know about y'all, but you know, I'm your everyday, you know, person. I'm everyday people. You know, I ain't the worst with money. I ain't the best with money. I'm trying to make ends meet just like everybody else. And what I wanted to get to is it just me, or do it feel like, you know, Black Friday and all the sales and stuff is it seems to be getting more aggressive. It's like they keying in on us. They focusing in on us. They got us spending a little bit earlier. You know, I remember when you had to get ready for Black Friday. Now it seems like Black Friday started as soon as Halloween was over. So you got like a month worth of Black Friday, and I don't know if it's just me, but it seemed like, man, you know, they reaching. They trying to, you know, separate you from your hard-earned dollar. And the reason I'm bringing all this about is I want to find out, are you anything like me? Are you spending more than you have? You know, are you reallocating money? Are you robbing Peter to pay Paul, so to speak? Are you taking money from a bill to go ahead and take advantage of some of these Black Friday deals that seem like they too good to be true? Is it just me, or y'all out there doing the same thing? I went up in you know, I deliver ice cream, so I went up in one of the stores. Big shout out to Claudia, y'all. I asked the question, I asked in the store, did any of y'all, is Christmas right around the corner? Don't let it creep up on you. But I was saying, are any of y'all spending more money than y'all actually got? And one person said, nah, but I I I used the money that I was going, my power bill. I'm gonna pay that a little bit later, and I went ahead and got some things for Black Friday, and that's exactly what I mean. Like you do have the money, but the money is supposed to be for something else. Like you might have groceries, or you might have a car note, or your mortgage coming around, or your water bill, or something else, a utility, something that you need to address. But you got people around you, family members, people that depend on you, that look up to you, that you want to put a smile on their face. So you say, you know what, I deal with Dominion Power, I deal with the waterworks, I deal with the mortgage, I deal with the landlord, I deal with this. Just give me give me an extension. Give me a little bit of time so I can make magic. So I can work my magic. My ship coming in. That's what I like to say. My ship coming in. Hold on now. But sometimes your ship might be the Titanic. It ain't never coming in. Your ship ain't coming in. It done sunk. And I wonder how intentional is it? Like, do these businesses, do they care? Do they you know they target us. They spend a lot of marketing dollars, research and analytics targeting our spending patterns, our behavior patterns. And I even seen something that say they look at your blink rate. Like they charting down and analyzing how much you blink when you scroll up and down, your timeline or your feed or whatever ad you look at. They look how much you blink. And that's a lot of research and data going into your behavior pattern, what might trigger you to make a purchase that sometimes you might not got the money to make that purchase. Because like I said, for instance, say you go ahead and, you know, the rent coming up or the mortgage due, and you go ahead and say, you know what, I I I could handle this. I could go ahead and I'm gonna hold back on the mortgage. You know, I need 500. I got the rent money. I got the mortgage money right here. But you know what? I'm gonna take some of this out and go ahead and buy this and buy this and buy that. And you do that. Your mortgage due on the first, your rent due on the first, and it's sitting here the 25th. You got the money. You had the money. It's right there. It's in the account. It's already on your card. It's there. You know, you did what you were supposed to do. You worked, you got paid, and you made these purchases. So now let's be modest. I'm gonna say, you spent about $300, $400 out of whatever it was you had put to the side, and you say, you know what, I get paid in another 2 weeks, so rent due in a week. I could put things off, and maybe I could explain, or I could get an extension for another week because I get paid the week after that. And you ain't even calculate groceries and none of that stuff. You ain't calculate nothing else because you laser focus on getting what whatever it is you need for the holidays. You're trying to get it out the way, get a deal, and say something come up, because that's what happens in a lot of times is a compound effect. You make one bad decision and then something happen. Say your car break down And you got to have that. So, you know, if you ain't spend that extra, you might have had a little bit of wiggle room, but sometimes when you you know in a rock and a hard place, because if you spending rent money or you spending bill money to get items and shop, that's usually because you in a rock and a hard place. If not, you would have got it out the savings, which is a lot of people ain't got a lot of savings, man. I don't think a lot of people got a lot of disposable income. I think a lot of people make impulsive purchases, just like me, just like everybody. You living check to check. You miss 2, 3 checks, man, that'll change your life right there. And you know, that's what usually happens because I found myself in that position a lot of times, and it's like you walking a tightrope. You're trying to juggle and walk on a tightrope at the same time, and you hoping nothing go wrong. But you know what usually happens? Something goes wrong every time. Something go wrong. You know, something go out. Your TV go, the microwave go, the dishwasher go, the heating go, flat tire. Something it never fails. It never fails because a lot of these things that we purchase, it seemed like they not made to last. And I'm old enough to remember when things used to last almost a lifetime. Now, you get the warranties. The warranty might be for a year. Soon as your warranty up, it seemed like you start having problems with some of these purchases we making. So I just wanted to come up here for a brief period and just, find out, am I the only one spending more than I really got? You know? And then like somebody was saying you gotta start buying that great value. I said, start buying great value, man. Great value, my cousin. Like I've been buying. I was, man, great value. Like that's what I reach for. I reach for members mark and great value. I reach for that stuff, and I hope it's just as good as the name brand. But sometimes, man, I go for the 7-Eleven Select. Like you got to make those, life decisions right there at the register. Do I want to get the name brand, or can I, you know, will my pride allow me to go ahead and get this great value? And a lot of times, I go ahead. I'm glad it ain't no, you get to bring up your own stuff at Walmart because I'll be feeling crazy. Sometimes when I come across a cashier and I'll be like, yeah, they ain't had the Kellogg's. They ain't had the Oscar Mayer. Nah, they ain't had the Lay's. Nah, they ain't had a Minute Maid. I'm making up excuses, and I know I shouldn't have to because I know I ain't the only one doing that. They probably get the great value they sell, but a lot of times, man, they come from a lot of things. It comes from, I don't think the pay matches like the cost of living these days. It seemed like, the cost of living to go up, but your pay might be structured at 1.1% annually to go up. And it's like a slight smidgen of a raise, but is not keeping up with the cost of living. Because like just a few years, well not a few years ago, I'm in an area up in Denby close to Fort Eustis, Newport News. And when we first moved around here, things they seem high priced for the times, but since then, since the time we moved out here to now, it's almost it's definitely double the cost. It's almost double and a half of the cost. If houses was costing 200, now they at 4. If rent was 1,000, now it's at 23. So it's like everything is going up. Fuel is kind of maintaining around the same price. But you're going in the grocery stores, 200, $200 a week used to get you extras. You know, your refrigerator busting loose. You can't even close your deep freezer. Now, boy, you can almost fit 200 worth of groceries in 2 bags. It's crazy. Go up in the store, you feeling like, man, I be feeling like they robbing me. I be like, man, who got the pistol on me? Who got the pistol on me? Who robbing me? Who taking advantage of me? Why my money seem to be disappearing? And like, you know, I'm not, you know, reckless with my money. So when my money start disappearing too fast, I'm wondering what, like, I'm trying to analyze and get to the bottom. That's why I brought this to the table, like this holiday spending. And it seemed like the holidays never end. Anybody else notice that? It seemed like the holidays never end. All right. For instance, we just had July the 4th. We just had Labor Day. You know, we just had Halloween. Now it's Thanksgiving. Then it's Christmas. Then it's New Year. Next day, you know, it's Valentine's Day. Then it's, you know, it seemed like it never stops. It's like every time you turn around, then you got the school break. Then you got to get some extras for the kids. And like, man, it seemed like then they coming up with new holidays like Donut Day. All types of days, everything to be celebrated is a sale around every corner. And birthdays, I ain't even, cause like birthdays, Father's Day, Mother's Day, everything is a day for you to spend some money. And a lot of times, you don't want to seem like the Grinch who stole Christmas. But like, how else can you, and you know, like I said, I'm older. I'm 46, y'all. At the end of the year, I'll be 47. I remember when people didn't put too much pressure on each other to make purchases. Now, if you like, man, you know I'm trying to say, people look at you crazy like, oh, you a brokey. Oh, you broke. And instead of the truth of the matter, we probably is broke in that moment. You know, if you living from check and you waiting for your check to come in, you are. You know, you might not be down and out with your cardboard sign on the side of the road, but you ain't like you maintaining. So that means, yeah, for all intents and purposes, I am. I ain't got it. But the pressure is, you know, we got to keep up with each other. We got to get the latest and the greatest. We gotta, you know, maintain this look of we doing good out here. We got the same things you got. So it's like, what's the price of that? Like, how does that affect us? Because if we continue to, you know, exhaust all our resources just because it's a holiday, how can we ever get ahead? And that's why I say, I like to say, my ship coming in. My ship coming in, and a lot of times you ain't even got no ship that you waiting on. Your ship is the Titanic. It done already sunk. You ain't got nothing you working on. You just, you know, hoping and wishing on a star that something come your way. And as we all know, sometimes that ship never come in. It's the Titanic. Leonardo DiCaprio on that jump. He ain't coming back. So I'm gonna wrap it up, y'all. But I just wanted to get into some of this holiday spending. You know, some people say you can't, you know, put a price on memories. Some people say, you know, you only live once. But if you do got some discipline and you can hold back on the impulse spending, don't feel so pressured to be the go-to, you know, you could kind of set yourself up. The saying is it gets greater later. But if you ain't preparing, if you ain't doing nothing to make it greater later, then your ship will never come in. Like you'll never be, if you robbing Peter to pay Paul, if you using rent money to get some gifts and you using utility money to get gifts, you ain't gonna be able to save nothing. If you don't save nothing, you ain't gonna have no down payment to change your situation. So I just wanted to talk about it, but I'm about to wrap it up. Y'all know who it is. It's King Sam the Powerful. And this is Let's Get To It. So I'm about to take us up out of here. I ain't gonna waste too much of our time. I just wanted to get into the holiday spinning and find out is y'all anything like me. This Let's Get To It, and that's a tour with a U, cause I always got you in mind. And y'all my go-getters. Let's go. Let's go. I ain't gonna keep us no longer, man. Let me take us out of here. It was a good session, y'all. Yeah. Uh-huh. We spinning. Yeah. They say it ain't tricking if you got it. Thing is, you ain't got it. Huh? Alright, y'all. Y'all have a good evening, man. Monday.